I'm Jeanette from Growth University and Growth Unlimited. I'm happy to be with you this 2 days before Thanksgiving. And I want to share with you some thoughts that I've been having today. I think times are tough for everyone right now. I know as I talk with friends and clients, everyone that I know is feeling the extreme oppression that we're all having in our world that this virus has wrought. Many of my friends are angry and upset with the government officials who've once again closed down the opportunity to be with family and friends during this important holiday. I too have been feeling frustrated and depressed with what life has wrought this year. Since it never rains without pouring, it has appeared that if something could go wrong, it would. It's made it really hard for me to keep up my spirits and continue to push towards the goals that I've set for myself when everything that seems to happen seems only to stop my progress. The capper really happened yesterday. I had accepted a special contract that I'd been offered in San Francisco area that was going to pay a great deal of money that would help make the expenses that I'm going to incur with what's going to go on in my life over the next few months. The work had to be done this week. It had to be done by the 30th of November, and so I scheduled my time and planned it accordingly, putting the work that I would normally do at the end of the week because of the holiday and because of this trip. I put it into the beginning of the week so that I would be ready to go at the end of the week when I had to leave on Friday, because the trip was scheduled to be done between Friday and Tuesday. Well, I was working hard. I started early yesterday morning, and I had planned a full day yesterday, today, and tomorrow to get all that work done so that everything would be ready so I could leave early Friday morning. Well, on the way home yesterday, I was traveling up a very, very busy street in Sacramento, and there was a section of that road, several miles long, that had a power outage, and all the traffic lights on this busy city street were out for a long, long distance. All the traffic, because traffic was heavy and it was very, very busy, were working very carefully to navigate through each of the intersections that we came to. All of us would stop and look and then take turns very gingerly working our way through each of the intersections. This happened, like I said, for several miles. After about the 10th intersection that I came upon where this was the situation, that's when disaster struck. I stopped, I waited, it was my turn, I started through the intersection, and then lo and behold, all at once, there was a car there. He hit me broadside, and he also, somewhere along the line, ended up getting the front end of my car too. He was going fairly quickly. I don't know what happened. All I know is all at once he was there. I was thrown into the side of the car, the driver's door of the car, and my head hit the window hard. I remember feeling confused, I think because of the head hit and because of the collision. I'm sure that the shock affected me too. And all I could think of was, oh no, what am I going to do about San Francisco? And then as I sat in the car, because I couldn't get out, I tried to open my door and it wouldn't open. The car died and there was no starting the engine again. And then I knew I was really in trouble. At that point, I didn't know how bad the body damage was, but later when I saw the car, I think a car that was fairly new is no longer going to be in existence. Anyway, it's left me in a really, really bad place. And I have struggled since yesterday afternoon really, really hard trying to keep myself together. As I said, discouragement has been a real barrier for me today. And I have fought long and hard. I immediately started looking for another car, hoping to salvage things this weekend. But I've run into problems there too. It seems the fact that it's Thanksgiving week and everybody's getting ready to shut down for the holiday. On top of that, the area that I live in is under a quarantine curfew situation right now. Businesses are closed. Nothing is happening the way it would normally happen. And getting a car so that I can take care of what needs to happen can't happen. Not by this weekend. I can't even rent a car at this point in time. And so, it's been a very discouraging day. One of the things that I did, because I work very hard to maintain a positive frame of mind, and when life hands me lemons, my theme is always to make lemonade. So, but dealing with the totaled vehicle just 2 days before Thanksgiving, in the middle of this pandemic, has been almost more than I can handle. I have wondered if this was the final straw that was going to break me. But then I thought about a blog that I recently read. The topic of the blog was the ways to show gratitude when you're under pressure. And I thought, how appropriate. First of all, this is a great time of year to show gratitude. And while it's something I try to do every day of my life, because it's 2 days before Thanksgiving, this is a time of year I like to think about that even a little more focused than I normally would. And I'm definitely under pressure. So I decided that maybe right now was a great time to start thinking about gratitude. And I went back and dug out that article, and I'd like to share some of the ideas in it that it gave me, because it's making a difference. It's helping me look and being able to look to the future and knowing that this too is going to pass. The first thing that the blog author talks about is don't force gratitude. That really spoke to me right now, because gratitude is really one of the last things I want to feel at this point. I'm kind of in a place right now where I need to take just a few minutes to kind of wallow in self-pity and complain and feel bad, and that's okay. If you're having a hard time feeling bad, and if you're having a hard time having gratitude in a situation, don't beat yourself up for it. It is what it is. Understand that you need space too. Understand that you're only human, and that you do have feelings, and you do have things that affect you. The best thing you can do for yourself during those tender times is to give yourself grace, to process your emotions however you need to process them, and at your own pace. Accepting yourself for who you are, and knowing that you are an okay person, even if you're feeling bad, is a great way to start healing and start redoing what needs to happen in your life. The second thing you need to do is don't minimize your own suffering. As I've talked to different people today, the thing I've heard over and over and over is, oh no! This too? When is it going to stop? You know, on the other hand, I've always had the attitude of, you be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for the food on the table, the roof over your head, and the clothes on your back. Well, you know what? Gratitude really doesn't work. That kind of gratitude doesn't really work when you're facing the kind of things I've been facing. It really doesn't matter at this point in time that I have food on my table or a roof over my head. I don't have a car. And a car is as necessary, if not more necessary, in my life at this point in time than those other two things are. And so I'm not going to fool myself or try to fool myself into thinking that everything's okay. Everything's not okay. And it's okay for me to accept that. The third thing is keep it simple. And I especially like this one as I started trying to apply it a little bit today. You don't have to complicate your gratitude process. All you have to do is take note of things that make you smile throughout the day, even if it's just for a fleeting second. And it's okay if what makes you smile today doesn't make you smile tomorrow. What that said to me is start noticing the things that are special, that I do love, things that do make me smile, and recognize that they are, so that I can see that not everything is horrible, even though right now it feels like it is. And so little things like my Pomeranian coming up and trying to climb into my lap as I was working at my computer today. The taste of the hot chocolate that I drank this afternoon. The love and the appreciation of the people that I have talked to today. These are all things that they don't take away the problems. They don't make what is wrong right again. But they sure make my life a lot easier as far as dealing with what's there. And when I'm feeling really, really down and frustrated, I can think about those things, and it helps lift my spirits so that I can move forward again. Okay, and the fourth item. The fourth item is find a proxy. Now, this is one that I'm still working on. Basically, the author said that if gratitude feels too difficult to access in the given moment, that's okay. Gratitude's a part of larger emotions that go on in your life that include things like love and hope, laughter, inspiration, creativity, and pride. One of the reasons I decided to go ahead and do this video tonight is I enjoy doing videos. It's a chance for me to be creative. And I thought by processing some of my feelings with you on video, it would help me sort out some of the things that I was feeling. That's one of the things I'm doing to help find a proxy. You know, the bottom line here is, as I think back over what's been going on and what's going to be happening in the next few days, the bottom line is this too is going to pass. And although it's not something that's pleasurable, and it's not something that I want to ever go through again, it's not the end of me. There is a tomorrow. There are things that are going to happen that are going to be better. And that puts me in a place where I can be thankful. I'm very grateful that I'm alive. I might not have been after what happened yesterday. I'm very grateful I'm in one piece. I am not injured and in the hospital. I'm very grateful I don't have COVID-19, and I've been able to avoid it. There are things that are wonderful, that I can be grateful for in my life, even in the midst of the problems that I'm facing at this point. I hope all of you have a very happy Thanksgiving. And if you liked this video, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, I would love to hear from you to find out what it is that you're thankful for this Thanksgiving. If you'll comment and share it with us, we'd love to see it. And if you'd like to take more control of your life, I'd like to invite you to visit www.growthunlimited.org. Check out what we offer. Let us help you take control of your life. Remember, it's your life. Have it your way. Bye now.